Olivia Wilde addresses the elephant in the room. Do not be afraid. During these dreary winter months, Darling has been our go-to source for heartwarming Hollywood drama, and the fact that this is the case makes us quite happy. Even though the rumors had been circulating for a substantial amount of time, they all came to a climax during the Venice Film Festival, and the repercussions may still be felt. The most recent profile of Olivia Wilde, published in Vanity Fair, had to make a few creative changes to bring it up to speed and include more recent events. These changes required the author to use some artistic license. Hello everyone and welcome to another video on our channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss Olivia Wilde addresses the elephant in the room, so stay tuned to find out. Now let's start our video. Let's start with the most obvious problem, which is Shia LaBeouf. The director asserted that Pugh told her that she was uncomfortable with LaBeouf's behavior. As a result, she terminated LaBeouf's employment, adding, "My responsibility was towards her." Wilde's interaction with Vanity Fair in July, when the initial interview took place, was the most detailed regarding the press story she was running regarding his role. "My physical appearance is the same as that of a wolf who just recently gave birth." Even though making the phone call was difficult, he understood everything explained to him over the phone. The fact that he approaches his work with an amount of zeal that at times approaches outright animosity is what contributes to his level of success. Disappointingly, it did not match the aesthetic requirements that I impose on the projects that I manage, and this was one of those requirements. She went so far as to say about the allegations about the actor's private life, "It's easier to fire someone as opposed to going out and talking about abuse." She was referring to the allegations that were made against the actor. The discussion occurred before Shia LaBeouf sent his now famous email, and before the Miss Flo video was made available to the general public. As a result of these occurrences, it became clear that Olivia Wilde had not dismissed Shia LaBeouf from her company. After the event, she stated to the magazine Vanity Fair, in which she said, "The circumstance is far more intricate than can be articulated in private text leaked out of context. I'm going to speculate that he was relieved of his duties at the Post, since it was difficult to make any headway while still in charge." I am optimistic that his recovery will be as free of discomfort as is humanly possible. Even while it is certain that he was replaced by someone else, this does not necessarily imply that he was fired. During this time, a source mentioned to the publication that, to preserve LaBeouf's ego, Wilde seems to have enabled him to think what he wanted to believe, that he was resigning. In other words, Wilde let LaBeouf believe he was leaving the company. To put it another way, Wilde gave LaBeouf the impression that she was quitting the company. If you're liking this content so far, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Now let's continue. In response to allegations that Wilde and Pugh had difficulty working together on set, the director highlighted that they worked well together and noted that Pugh's absence from promotional materials for DWD was because she is one of the most in-demand actresses in the world. Both Wilde and Pugh had roles in the movie that they played. Because I did not require her services, I did not engage her in the posting process, so I did not hire her. After giving it some thought, I ultimately decided to offer her a part. Her performance wholly and completely dashed my anticipations over her performance. That is the only thing I am concerned about, Wilde remarked. However, even her description of the professional relationship that existed between the two of them suggested that there was a certain amount of distance between them. I tend to be everyone's best friend and to socialize. And I think she often just needed the time and space to focus. So the way that I supported her was to give her space and to be there if she needed anything. I do not doubt that Florence did her very best for the performance at hand because she was so focused on the task at hand. It required every ounce of her strength as well as her stamina. In addition, she denied that she was distracted by anything while working on the show's set. This was confirmed by the words of the cameraman Matthew Labatiste, who said in an interview with Vanity Fair, "I'm in the middle of the storm, and it was one of the most harmonious settings I've ever been on." That's all for today's video. Tell us in the comments section how this video was. I hope that you found this one interesting. You can subscribe and watch more videos on our channel to keep up with more content. We'll see you in the following video with some more notable celebrities, facts, and stories. And until then, stay tuned.